Welcome to another video, guys. We had a pretty cool account takeover with a 1-month-old account player who already has spent a bit to get himself some good champions and whatnot, so in this video I'm gonna show you what we did on his account so he can enjoy the game even more. If you guys also want a free account takeover with me, you can check out my Calendly link in the description, and I go live each Tuesday and Thursday with more free account takeovers for you guys so you can enjoy the game even more. Don't forget you can also download the game from my premium download link if you want to start raid the right way, and I would really appreciate it if you drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you still haven't. But now let's check out the full 1-hour account takeover unredacted so you guys can see what we managed to achieve in 1 hour. Hope you enjoy. How's it going, Potato Chip? Welcome, welcome. How's it going?
It's going good, thank you. I'm just trying to turn my volume up.
Alrighty then. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you so you can see things real time, and yeah, what seems to be bothering you for a 1-month-old account? I'd say probably a lot of things, but yeah, let's see if we can remedy some of that. Class of 2025 as advertised. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Probably not too much, but can't expect too much out of only 1 month in raid. And to be fair, you actually have quite a lot. I guess you have been having fun with the shop offers. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And you have some amazing champions in here already. Wixwell is going to be an absolute game changer for you. You got this girl, which is actually kind of cool. Praeva the Sliverer. Got yourself Predator, but you are missing a lot of good gear, so we are gonna have to try and get you into those types of content so you can actually start getting yourself some good, bigger, better gear, so you can actually gear out all of these pretty pictures you have, because that's all they are for now, pretty pictures. Okay.
Yeah, my gear is terrible.
It do be like that. Okay, I saw you have double of this guy. You already have loaded him out. Yeah, you know what you're doing in the Faction Guardian section, so that's good. Let's see what you have bought so far. You got yourself the mine, level 3. You've unlocked yourself the Guardian ring. I'd say you don't really need to level these anytime soon. I myself leveled them like a couple of months ago. It's not the worst thing in the world to spend gems on. I mean, if you're paying money, it's not a bad investment. But in general, you're gonna have a much better use of your energy for just energy refills, basically. Like for things like masteries and whatnot, it's much better to actually farm them out by hand, so you can actually level up all those champions while they're gaining their masteries. You're gonna get yourself a bunch of silver in the process, that kind of stuff. So best place for you to be using your gems would be indeed energy refill at this point. It's not a bad idea to unlock the last couple of spots here as well. Definitely a great way to get yourself these uncommon champions are actually not bad to buy for food. You basically grab these, leave them in your vault, and use them when you need easy chickens, like when there's champion... Actually, when there's no champion training tournaments, it's not a bad place to be leveling up all of your rank 2 champions, so they're ready to get ranked at the level 3. And after a champion training tournament starts, then it's a great time for you to actually start leveling those. You do know the champion training trick, right? It's always a good idea to level up your food a little bit before you actually feed it. So if you have a rank 3 champion, try to level it about level 10. If you have a rank 4 champion, try to level it up above level 14. And if you have a level 5 champion, try to level up above 20. But also don't go further away from, for rank 3, try not to go above 12. For rank 4, try not to go above 18. For rank 5, try not to go above 28. And that's a great way to get yourself a bunch of points. I started hearing myself, I do believe. Guess not. It was just for a second. Are you using that champion training trick?
I just started using it this week. Using my brews.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, using your brews, fighting in campaign a couple of times, that kind of stuff is gonna get you there, and I'm assuming you are farming stage 3 of 12, so you can get yourself some levels on your chickens. Okay, let's see what we are working with in terms of champions. I guess your Fallen Foulbeard is your main campaign farmer, your main nuker, that kind of stuff, right?
Yes, he is.
He already is booked out. That's great. Let's see what you have over there. Off the bat, I can see plenty of unusable gear, basically. All of these rares and uncommons. You should be outgrowing them. If not already, you probably will really soon. You have started farming a few dungeons here and there. But there's plenty of stuff we can just straight out sell. Let's just do this for the sake of being quick. You do know the trick about bottom gear, right? The bottom gear, if it has a flat stat, it's almost unusable. For a boot, especially if it has a flat stat, it's just a straight out sell. Okay. Yeah, I guess you do know the gist of this trick, because you don't have too many ready to sell. The only exclusion would be for chests and gloves. If they have speed on it, if they roll a bunch of speed, they're still kind of usable, but this piece, sadly, it's not great for you, even though it does kind of look fine. For now, it actually might be okay-ish for your account. It's not a top-tier piece by any means, but it does actually have some potential. This one, on the other hand, doesn't. Basically, the stats you really need to care about would be crit rate and speed. Speed probably most out of the lot, but if it has a bunch of crit rate, it also might be usable for you. This one did not roll a good amount of crit rate. This one did roll a little. This one could roll some, but it's really not that great, so we are selling all of these for sure. I'm gonna leave the Slayer set because it's a paid set, not very easy to get a hold on. So, let me, you already have yourself a preset saved. Okay, you definitely know your way around the game. You have been using things a lot of people actually sleep on. So, you're already at a great start. This Fallen Ring, not top tier, but you don't have a top tier ring for now. At least it rolled a little bit of attack percent, has defense and HP, which is not the worst, but would have been best if it had main stat attack, obviously. This banner, not great at all. If we had a crit damage banner, honestly, this is a much better banner for you already. Even though it's only a 4-star, I'd say it's going to be worth it. Sadly, you don't have too much silver laying around, so I'm just going to level it to 8 for now. And it's still kind of on the Garbo side. Let me level it to 12, but no more than that. Okay, 16 extra crit damage. Still 5 extra crit damage than the one you already possess. Kind of fine. Even though it's only a 4-star, it's still a much better banner just for the sake of it having crit damage as the main stat, which is the most important stat for nukers on the banner. What's that banner? I was talking about banner all this time, I meant amulet. For the banner, you at least have some speed. Sadly, no attack percent or anything like that, so this is not a great banner for you, but for now, it is the best banner you have, so can't do much about that. So, about the accessories, that's about it for Fallen. Let's see what your gear is looking like. And honestly, I would scrape the whole thing off. You don't have crit rate. You haven't crit capped, so a crit rate glove would be much better. This chest we might end up putting back again, but for now let's remove it. These gloves are definitely not top tier for him. On a nuker, 99% of the time you're going to be looking for a crit rate or crit damage. Crit damage if you want to build the guy really good. Crit rate if you know for a fact you're not going to be able to crit cap the champion without crit rate gloves, and I think that's what's going to happen here. So first things first, when you're building out your nuker, you start off with the gloves. And for the gloves, if you had a little bit more bigger, better gear, I would go for crit damage gloves, preferably 6-star, but since you're a new player, I'd go for a much more realistic crit rate gloves. So we know for a fact we're gonna get ourselves the 100 crit rate Fallen does need for him to work well. And now we go through and see if you have some good stats. Here's a great piece you have here. This is going to give us a grand total of 60% crit rate once we're done with it. Sadly, there's no attack percent, no speed, no crit damage on the substat, so not perfect, but definitely something to think about. For now, we are going to pin this as a potential piece, but we're not completely certain that's going to be your piece. This right here has okay-ish stats, at least has some attack percent, but it's going to have a grand total of 10% less crit rate, so not ideal. This actually makes a lot more sense for now. But still, if I can manage to build this guy into a 4-piece instinct, this is definitely going to be his glove. Let me actually see what kind of instinct pieces you have. There we have it. Not that many, but still potential. This is good. This is real good. Has a little bit of crit damage at least. And surely we're going to get ourselves a couple of pieces at the top. This one is very usable. This one also looks okay. What about this one? Also okay. Comes down to what these roll on their next few rolls. Let's see if this rolls a bunch of crit rate, maybe. It kind of does. Thing is, we're probably not going to need all of that crit rate, though. Let me roll this up to 12. Okay, we are going to get 20 more crit rate at the end. 20 more crit rate. 21 even. So we don't need that much more crit rate. This one definitely deserves to go to 12. It's going to potentially give you crit damage. It didn't, but it's still decent. And with 21 more crit rate, we're going to have a grand total of 80. So we still are needing a little bit more crit rate. And this one already has a little bit. Let's see it at 12. Not the best, but not the worst. I'm going to slap it for now. And there you have it. Now you're going to be ignoring 20% of the enemy's defense, and you also got yourself 12% speed. So this is a massive, massive set right now for Fallen. It's gonna be a day and night difference for this champion for you now. So I was gonna say that the second item you look when you're building a champion would be the boots, and 9 times out of 10 you are gonna be looking for speed boots. Nukers could be considered exclusion of this rule, because you might actually indeed look for attack percent boots, but given this guy is slow as mud, you definitely want to get yourself at least 40 speed on the boot. So let's see what kind of speed boots you possess. Ruella has a very, very amazing boot right now, and she is going to miss it greatly, but Fallen requires it. And last but not least, let's see what that helmet does. If we can build it into a cruel helmet, it's going to be great for that 5% extra ignore defense. Can we do it? There you go, you do have a few. Again, Ruella has one of those. It does have a lot of crit rate on it. Like I said, we're going to get 21 more out of these gloves once they get leveled, so technically we don't need this helmet. But for now, I'm not going to spend that 1 million silver for these to go up, so for now I am going to get this boot. Just for the sake of saving you a little bit of silver, I'm just gonna level this twice.
There may be a little bit of silver in my mailbox.
Yeah, but it's only gonna be a little bit. Okay, there you go. For a couple of mil, we managed to crit cap it. Once you've leveled these up to 16, that's gonna be 16 extra crit rate. So technically this helmet could get replaced for something that doesn't have any crit rate for the sake of more attack percent, more crit damage, more speed, that kind of stuff. But already you can see this is a day and night difference for your Fallen. He is going to be absolutely insane for you. And it is now going to be even like it was the best champion for your account. Now it's going to be a monster best champion for your account. I'm even going to save it as a global preset for you so you can actually haul around this gear around your account. When you need yourself a proper attack-based nuker, you just grab these pieces, use it in something like Faction Wars, just for the sake of finishing up your daily missions, and then put it back on Fallen, and you're gonna be great. So this is what your old build was. The crit damage is still pitiful, not gonna lie, but at least it's crit capped, the speed is much higher, the attack is much higher. Actually, the attack is not much higher, because you did want with attack percent gloves and boots. But all around, it is a much better set for you, and also you are going to be ignoring a grand total of 25% armor for the opponents, which is absolutely huge. Hey, you know it, Swindler, we're making some moves. Let's not forget, this needs to get leveled for a ton of extra attack, this needs to get leveled, could give you more crit rate, this is going to give you more crit rate, and then we could actually change a few pieces. And this banner definitely does require to be at least a 5-star crit damage leveled up to 16. Right now, this is not worth leveling up more than this, as rank 4 items really do not belong in level 16. It's just way too expensive for you to be doing that. Sadly, we did not roll any speed here, but it is what it is. This guy does not have any relic. So far, you don't have any relics in general. Let's see if we can craft a few. You can. Where the hell's the game stand, man? There we go. Let's craft a couple of relics. See if you can get something good. This is actually a pretty good relic. Not for Fallen, but one of your support champions is going to be happy. Something like a Rector Draft. Well, 2 out a good thing. It's something, I guess. Yeah, the Talon would have been best. Sadly, no such luck. Okay. You still haven't... What? Oh, you can share this for extra energy, but use it when you want to, basically. Same with the others. Okay, Fallen is feeling much better now. Fallen is going to be a day and night difference for you. These masteries, I think they're okay for your current state of your account. You are using Hell Hades as a resource, right?
Oh, yes, I am. That's where I'm getting those from.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, general PvE for you will work well for now. Soon you might transition to the nuker build instead. I'm hoping you haven't wasted your free. Yeah, you haven't wasted the free one. But yeah, the War Master is good because even with bad gear, you're gonna get yourself a good amount of extra damage. Whereas with bigger, better gear, ignoring extra 25% defense would actually make you hit even harder. But for this to be better than the one you've picked already, you really need to have a very, very good build on the champion, which I think we're pretty close to having as is. Like, this is a very, very decent build we did for this guy. Aside from him not having enough crit damage, he is definitely going to be hitting much harder now. Okay, let's check what your Ugo's looking like. Definitely do yourself a favor and farm out the potions ASAP so you can actually use the champion to its full potential. I'm assuming you don't have enough right now to max them out. Yeah, we're missing 6 big ones, which is gonna take you a while, but definitely get them ASAP so you can actually put an amulet and a banner on Ugo. Maybe you don't even have an amulet and a banner for Ugo just yet. This one doesn't even have speed on it, so it's not gonna make that much a difference, and this is looking pretty shit. But it is what it is. Okay, Ugo does need to be very, very quick. You did give him a decent-ish accuracy boot. The biggest amount of stat boost your boot is gonna get is on level 16, which you probably know. But it's gonna cost you a good amount of silver as well. Would be much better if Ugo was at least in a 4-star boot, because that is gonna give you a grand total of 40 speed. Right now, this being capped out at 35, not the worst, but far from the best as well. Ugo is very, very slow in this build. Accuracy looks adequate for the type of content you're probably gonna be fighting, but we definitely need to build him a little bit better if you want to bring him to the bigger, better pieces of content. Let's see what kind of perception gear we have laying around. Probably not too much. Okay, a decent chunk. Sadly, no speed boots. But still. When you're building a champion like Ugo, the most important stat you're going to be looking for on your pieces would be speed. If it doesn't have speed, it's not a great piece for Ugo. And this thing having not a main stat percentage like HP or defense is bad for Ugo. This not having HP, defense, or accuracy, not the best, even though resistance does make some sense for a champion like Ugo because he does have a mini cleanse on his A3. You already booked her out, which is pretty nice. The A1 could remain like this. But yeah, again, let me try and rebuild her a little bit better. I'm gonna save this just for point of reference, but let's scrape the whole thing off and see if we can build it a bit better with the type of gear you already have mostly leveled, because we really don't have too much silver to do much better than what you already have. Let me check that inbox for this silver you say exists. Yeah, that's a spec. Let me just collect all the non-time sensitive ones so they don't clutter up your stuff. Yeah, you have yourself a good pile of gem. Oh shit, I should not have collected that one, but it's really not a big deal. Multi-battles are a dime a dozen. You have yourself a ton of energy, so that's technically a ton of silver for you with extra steps, so definitely put that to good use.
Yeah, I was saving it for when I had a bunch of time to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you should. Let me see what type of spider you farming. Okay, you've actually passed some levels. A good place to be farming spider would be stage 10, because this gives a lot more silver than it's actually supposed to. I wonder if you can actually solo it with Fallen. Probably not, but it's worth trying. Let's sacrifice 12 energy and see if this can solo. Good smack, but slow as balls. Shit. Fallen needs to be slightly faster so that he can potentially wipe out all of these spiderlings before the spider heals back. Yes, I think we can actually solo with him, but I need to give him a few glyphs. I mean, maybe even now we can solo, but if he's just a speck faster, he would have been able to actually clear all of those spiders and deny the healing out of the mama spider. Wow, look at what Fallen's doing.
If I set him up where he doesn't use his middle ability, the single one, would that help too?
I mean, the middle ability is actually great. The middle ability is actually great because look at how much single target damage he's doing, and he's doing it to the mama spider, so that's exactly what you want him to do. All we gotta do is just throw a few speed glyphs here and there if we can. God damn it, dude, there's barely any speed items here. This is a very good item you have. I'll actually use the 4-star speed glyph. Something. A little bit of speed here. And definitely save your big glyphs for now. Do not use them. You do not have gear worth using your big glyphs on for now. It's gonna be a while till that happens. Let me see if you can actually ascend a little. These are not gonna be very easy for you to come by. But this is a very top tier boot you have right now, so I'd rather try and see if we can get speed or attack on it. There you fricking go, a bunch of speed. This is a great boot. Honestly, I'm just gonna max it out for you. This is valuable resources for you, but this boot definitely deserves it. Does this glove deserve it? Not really. It's an okay looking glove, but not top tier. So, I think now Fallen is gonna be doing a much faster job with the spider because it's not gonna allow him to heal back the initial damage we do. I think we're still slow. No, there you fucking go. And look at that, spider did not heal now because we timed it perfectly. And this is gonna be a much faster run for you now. And this would be a great place for you to be farming for a while, so you can actually get yourself a bunch of decent gear. The best place for you to be farming for decent gear for now would be Spider 20. I will try and actually see if we can make a Spider 20 team for you, but it's not gonna be very easy with the amount of champions and gear you have for now. Honestly, you have the champions. Question is, do they have the gear for them to be doing what they're supposed to be doing? Look at this, under 1 minute, 16 turns, and you got yourself a 5-star amulet. It's a shit amulet. If it was crit damaged, it would have been great. But still, getting yourself 5-star gear is pretty worth it for you for now, from what we are seeing so far. Let's take a look if we can actually climb a little bit further for you on Spider. All battles, that's nice. Ugo could be good. Who else are we gonna bring in here? Ruella could be nice if we built her back. What was Praeva doing? Praeva? Yeah, she's amazing. She is definitely amazing.
She's the one I'd planned to bring to 6 stars next.
Yeah, she's definitely worth. She is much better than a lot of your supports right now, even though you have some amazing supports like Ugo, Tagore, Rector. She is just better than all of them. So we are bringing her. What else are we gonna bring here? Honestly, some type of extra damage would do well. Problem is you don't have too many amazing champions with extra damage right now. Any turn meter controllers here? I ain't seeing them. Cold Heart would have been lovely if you had one. You don't have a Cold Heart, right?
No, I don't have that one.
No such luck. Okay. Hey, you have yourself the doggo. This guy could be an amazing campaign farmer for you if you build him out, but for now I'd say Fallen is gonna be close to what that guy could be. Let's actually see. Let's actually see if we made you a much better Fallen campaign farmer. Looks good, innit? Would be nice if we turn off the A2 for him here, though. Yeah, for this guy to be a little bit faster, we can just make a team preset for him. Like this, and just put some food champions in, and forbid Fallen from using his A2. As soon as you level up the chest, this would be a 1A free clear. Sadly, these champions are gonna be slowing us down here, but still looks kind of decent. There you go. 17, new high score. It's something. But yeah, the dog, if you build him right, could do this for literally 7 seconds every freaking time. He just A1s every single wave, just a single time, but you probably don't have enough gear laying around to build him just yet. Okay, I was gonna say we're gonna be building yourself Ugo, but honestly, Praeva is much more worth it. Let's just ascend here. And take a look at what she's working with. You already have this saved, but let's remove everything and build it from scratch. This is definitely not her helmet. When you're building a champion, you put the piece of gear after you've actually leveled it to level 8, so you can actually see what that piece is trying to look like. Back in the day, it used to be even more important, this tip. Now it's just a matter of making yourself do things twice, but basically you check the piece if it does roll well first, and then you equip it, so you know that you're actually equipping something good. Okay, we don't really have anything to choose from for the accessories. This right now, if it rolls at least 1 HP, that'd be great. There you go, much better than what you already have, so let's just put it on. When you're building a support type champion, first thing you look for is the speed boots. And you also double check what does the champion require. This champion does not require a speck of accuracy, so we don't care at all about accuracy. What we care about is max HP of this champion is what determines how much the heal is going to be. So HP percent is going to be premium, speed is going to be premium, defense is going to be okay, that kind of stuff. So let's see, first things first, find ourselves a good speed boot. Would be best if we find it from 6-star. It's the single on Fallen, so let's see what we have on 5-star on the speed set. This one has HP percent, which we saw is important. This one's perfect. This one is actually gonna be from a set we are okay to build. This one also could be a decent nuker boot, by the way, because it has a lot of attack and crit rate, so you could just use it as a broken piece. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we're gonna build you a nuker with this boot at some point. For now, I'd just equip it as is, though. I think it's gonna be... I didn't see another attack-based nuker that we're gonna care about right now, so no need to do that. Okay, next thing. We look for the chest and the gloves. As we saw, HP percent would be best on those. As substats, speed would be best on those. Let's see what you have. HP percent with a little bit of speed, not ideal. If these roll at least 1 speed, they're going to be decent. Okay, now they're premium. For your account, at least. HP with speed on these and defense percent. These are amazing. Let's just hope they don't roll attack. Okay, they did roll a little bit of attack, but still worth. Still worth. Let's just put them on like that. They're not premium pieces. We're not looking for an endgame build right now. After all, it's only a 1-month-old account, but we're still looking for good stuff. Next up, for the top row items, we're gonna try and stitch together a few items. And we're gonna be happiest with speed plus HP on those items. We can see you don't have too much going around with those, so we might have to remove one of these substats so we can see maybe something from the speed set would be great. There you go. A couple of speed items would be great. This one rolled a little bit of speed. So did this. Let's see if this rolls a little bit of speed as well. Sadly, no such luck. Well, I'm gonna equip this, and this one at least has a little bit more HP on it, even though it's not percentage, it's still fine-ish. And last thing we want to equip would be a shield. Would be best if it's actually from the Immortal set, so we can actually stitch this thing up for a plus 15% HP. Not the worst at all. And let's see, do you possess such a shield? You do. Perfect, it's already leveled. It rolled a double speed. It has defense percent. It's actually top tier for you. As soon as this boot gets rolled up to 16, that's going to be 14% more, 14 more speed. So you are going to be at the 200 mark, which is kind of okay for an account this young. So I'd say this is a pretty decent Praeva build for you. Let me save it. And again, saving it as a champion as well as a global preset, because this would be a good support build you could be bringing around in faction wars and whatnot. And she does deserve this relic. This is a very good relic for her. So let's just equip that. This is going to increase her healing by a little bit. It's not 15% healing from her HP, it's 15 from the 25% she's giving, which is still going to be a little bit of extra chunk. You've already started her masteries, good stuff. So yeah, all around she is looking much, much better now. What else can we take care for you? We did ruin your Ruella. Let's see if we can fix her back up. She has crit damage gloves, which is not bad, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to swap over to crit rate gloves because you simply do not have enough crit rate on the rest of your items. For a glove to be crit damage, this means you need to have 5 other pieces that give about 15% crit rate each, because getting 100 crit rate definitely ain't no joke. You haven't started her masteries yet, but for a fact you know it's going to be crit rate plus crit damage, so we can just give her those two. When you've decided which masteries you want, and when you actually farm them, you could swap it out to something else. This is a pretty whatever piece. I'm sure we can do a little bit better than that. Sadly, you've invested a lot of silver into it. This is probably going to end up on her if we need the crit rate, and this definitely is a good gauntlet, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to build her into a crit damage gloves and still crit cap her. We can actually test that real soon. Like this, you go for crit rate, equipped, priority crit rate, and height set filters, and now we're going to get to see every single high crit rate item on the account. This one actually has a lot. Let's actually try and start equipping these. This one has decent stats. This one's pretty decent because it gives 5% because of the set. It might actually be doable for us, even though we're building her into whatever items. She does need a lot of accuracy, so I don't think we're gonna get by with this. Let me grab Praeva's boot. I told you it's not gonna be hers. Good accuracy chesticle. 250 accuracy. That sounds rough. Let's see if this rolls a couple of crits. It did. Okay. Well, we actually did manage to get the crit cap, basically. This could get it. It didn't. Neither of these pieces can roll any more crit rate, sadly. The only thing that could happen is... Oh, these actually have crit rate. There you go. We actually did manage to crit cap her. Crit damage is kind of still on the low side. And at least we have a decent speed. As soon as this gets leveled, it's going to be, again, plus 14, so not bad at all. As soon as we put on Amulet, she's going to get a bunch of extra crit damage. So it's actually an okay build. It's actually an okay build. No great sets, and the accuracy is still missing in action a lot. We are going to get a little bit of accuracy from masteries, from Relic once you get one, from the banner potentially once you get one, but it's gonna be a while. You simply don't have the gear needed. As soon as this goes to 16, that's gonna be like 40 extra accuracy, but still we're kind of far from the mark. I don't know. I don't know if this is her build for now. Honestly, what Ruella needs to be doing is for her to be landing her debuff, so I'd much rather actually rebuild Ruella into a perception set or something like that. So let's put Praeva's boots back on. But at least we know that you can actually build somebody in a full crit damage gloves and actually get the crit rate on. But it was just a test. Okay. I'd say 6-piece perception is gonna work very well for her, even though I'm pretty sure you did not have speed boots for her. No such luck. How about accuracy chesticle? No such luck either. Well, everything else could be. Ugh, God damn it, the gloves are also horrible. You haven't equipped anybody in perception? No, I think we actually removed a few pieces from some people that were. God damn it, all these pieces are pretty ass. Not a speck of crit rate on any of them. This shield looks okay-ish. This looks okay because it has a little bit of accuracy at least and a little bit of crit rate, so let's try that for now. We're looking for crit rate gloves, maybe from the accuracy set. Nah. Crit rate with speed, that sounds good. Bullshit. These looks okay. You already had a crit rate something on her. Let's find a main stat speed boot. Honestly, I kind of want the accuracy on it. This looks good. Okay, one more crit rate piece. You had this on her. It's not the worst, far from the best, but we don't really have the best here either, so let's just put that. This thing to 12 so we can see a much more realistic situation. Extra speed, not the worst. This thing to 12 for a little bit of extra speed, definitely worth. This thing to 12 as well. Let's see if it grows crit rate or accuracy. It didn't. Okay, we're still very far from the accuracy you need for the bigger, better pieces, but it is what it is for now. It's half a champion after all without the amulet and banner, so there's that. Would have been amazing if you had some feral action, but you're probably not delving into siege just yet. Let's see something with accuracy and speed preferably. This looks good. Let's just slap it on for now, even though somebody could use this and build him into a full relentless set. That would be a good idea for sure. This one's also pretty fine, honestly. Let's not close that piece just yet. As soon as this gets leveled to 16, you're gonna get crit capped. Sadly, your crit damage is non-existent. Kind of the accuracy is also pretty whatever. I'm not super happy with this build. I'd rather find an accuracy chest. This is way too far off. This one looks fine. I need to sell a few shit for you. Anything that's 3-star or less is absolute garbage, so we can just quick sell all of those. Doesn't matter what these items have on them, they're just too low for them to matter. We can sell plenty of this thing as well, but I mean, honestly, we probably should, but let's leave him for now. Yeah, that was nice and cheap. And we need to put another perception piece, maybe a helmet. Even though you don't have great helmets. This one has a little bit of speed on it at least. This one has a bunch of attack. I think I'm okay with this one. Yeah, we still don't have a lot of things on this girl. But yeah, this way she is gonna be close to level 20 spider worthy, but still. She's gonna need a lot more silver till that happens, so my advice to you for now would be to farm the shit out of Spider 10 to at least get Gear Hunter events done. Right now, this Gear Hunter event is not very important, but honestly, if you can get some resources while doing what you need to be doing on the account anyway, not the worst idea in the world. That's going to give you a ton of silver, a bunch of usable accessories. So that is going to be helpful indeed. In terms of dragon, I think we should be able to farm a little bit bigger, better dragons now with this Fallen. I don't think we care about Ugo as much here. Ruella would be great on the boss. Stage 16 was not a bad place to be farming, by the way. Let me try and see if we can throw some shit together for Ugo. Actually, are we using Ugo? We said no. Let me see what your Kale is sporting. Not much. Okay, you have yourself some banners at least. Not the best banner for him for sure, but a banner nonetheless. Sadly, no crit damage on these. Let's just equip this for the sake of some stats. This is a horrible piece. This one looks fine-ish. Not great. We'd much rather he crits. Not great. Unacceptable. That's very quick. Let me just remove everything and see. Okay, first things first, crit rate gloves. Problem is we can't level anything anymore. There's simply not enough silver for us to work with, so we can't really do too much. Can just spitball a little. Building him in lifesteal might still be okay-ish, even though the lifesteal set is pretty whatever as soon as you get yourself a proper healer, and you already did, so fuck the lifesteal set, I don't care about making it. Attack percent on the chest would be best, even though you are going to need a little bit of accuracy, but it is what it is. This one's good. This one has some crit and some accuracy. Both stats are what Kale needs. Decent. And we do want one more item out of perception. Both of these are garbage. This is the least garbage, I guess. How much crit is this gonna give? Plus 26. So he's already crit capped, so the shield could be accuracy, maybe some crit damage. Yeah, let's just put this on him. Can this roll to 12 at least? Did. Nice, crit damage is also pretty lovely. So yeah, this Kale looks a bit better now. Oh, you actually do have a few relics here and there. Yeah, this is your only one. It's kind of whatever. Okay, Kale done, Fallen, Ruella, Xenomorph. Let's take a look at him. He has some pile of stuff on him, nothing too fancy.
When I get some more silver this week, should I get all these main guys, whatever gear they have on, should I get it all leveled up to 12 or something? Or should I not and just wait till I get a better piece of gear for some of the more crappy gear?
For the crappy gear, you could bring it up to 12. For the top tier gear, you could bring it up to 16 as well. But the crap gear does not want to go much higher than 12, honestly. So yeah, be careful not to waste too much silver on things that do not deserve your silver. Okay, I'm gonna sell all of these common, uncommon, rank 4 or less. That's gonna give us half a mil on the worst. It's garbage. Yeah. Okay, let's scrape this Xenomorph. He needs to be crit capped, he needs to have enough accuracy. That's kind of all he needs for now. This one's okay with a bunch of attack. Xeno is one of those champions that doesn't really want to be too quick, but I don't think there's a chance for any of your champions to be too quick right now, so we're just gonna still give him speed boots. His chest does need to be accuracy, because you are gonna have a hard time getting those stats. If we don't, accuracy, speed, crit rate, kind of fine. Okay, a bunch of speed, and we're gonna get ourselves 17 more crit rate. Nice. The accuracy is still nowhere near the amount it needs to be on. This one's fine. This one's fine-ish. And the helmet needs to have high crit rate. Accuracy would be great. Some like this, but we're still far from crit capping him. Some of these items could roll crit rate at the end, but probably not. Okay, you haven't put masteries on, so there's 5. Plus 17 more, so this is gonna be a 69. Maybe we have speed boots with crit rate on them. Just barely. It's not a perfect build, that's for sure. At some point it might be okay though. Okay, let's see if this tackles 16 for you. I think it should. Okay, Fallen doing Fallen things. Still didn't delete the wave straight out, but he is getting close there. This is a level you haven't fought against before, so getting decent results like this already, kind of fine. Right now, Fallen is even faster than your Praeva, but to be fair, Praeva does not have her boots leveled yet. Look at Fallen go, 30 seconds and we on the boss. What the hell, this Fallen went crazy there. Praeva definitely needs to be quicker than she is right now, however. But yeah, this looks like maybe even a Dragon 20 after you've leveled Praeva. Bring her to 60 at least, and this should be there. We should definitely turn off Xenomorphs A2 on the boss battle. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Trash. Yeah, for the team setup, Xenomorph does not want to be using his A2 on the boss battle. Doesn't do shit. Okay, how fast is Praeva? 185. Yeah, as soon as her boots get leveled, she's gonna be much better than this. Last thing we can just take a quick gander at would be your clan boss. Let me just see what you're working with. I think you might be...
I was doing Brutal. I'm Crash Out right there. So that was 2 keys to get me 19 mil on Brutal.
Mm-hmm. I think you should be getting close to a 1 key. On Brutal at least. Here I would bring another support type champion. Who would that be? Maybe Rector Draff? Somebody that can really keep you alive, you know? Actually, this girl is gonna be very important for you on Clan Boss. This girl is gonna be huge here because she brings a little bit of ally attack, she does decent damage on her own, and she's also gonna bring you the very, very important Strengthen debuff. The Strengthen debuff basically reduces all damage taken for your idiots by 25%, which is going to help them live. So try to build Morag when you can, and she should be getting you 1 key Brutal for sure, and you should start looking at Nightmare. Wixwell Team? Wixwell Team, I'm not sure we have enough for Wixwell Team just yet. Like, what can we do with her? With him? Debuff extender? I mean, what are we trying to extend there? I don't know. I think it's gonna be a while till Wixwell really makes a dent for him on the account. Wixwell stuff is
only have
intensive.
1 debuff extender who I just pulled.
I don't know about that. Are you talking about buff extenders actually? Yeah, you're probably talking about her, right?
Oh yeah, she was the one.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure he's at that stage yet, though. But yeah, Wixwell is definitely a champion you need to keep an eye on. At some point, you will be able to do something crazy with Wixwell for sure. Especially with Xenomorph, I'd say. That's gonna be the only damage dealer you need, and from there on out, you just extend shields and positive buffs, and you should be staying alive for like 50 turns, and that could give you some 2 key with Xenomorph, but you definitely have a lot of work in front of you. Clan Boss definitely is high on your priority list. Let me also turn off Xenomorph's A2 here. He does not want to be using it at all. So yeah. Alrighty, well, I think we did quite a lot of good on your account. Definitely farm out the masteries of the champions you're going to be using. Definitely farm out the potion keeps for the champions so they can use their accessories, and farm the hell out of Spider. That's going to give you a lot of extra items usable for your champions. Like right now, there's not a single good accessory on any of your champions. So Fallen could have like plus at least 33 extra crit damage here instead of 16. His banner is horrible. His ring is not great. Praeva doesn't have much speed on her banner. If she had a banner... No, she doesn't even have a banner. I think Ruella or whoever. Kale could have a much better banner, and so on and so forth. Basically, farm a lot of Spider, and you could be farming a lot of food with the Spider. Stick to Spider 10. Spider 10 for you for now, I think would be fine. Technically speaking, you could try Spider 16. That gives you a chance of 6-star items as well. Spider 10 generally does give a lot more 5-star gear than it's supposed to, so it's not horrible. I don't know. Having a chance at 6-star gear definitely is good though. Let me just take a gander at what your Spider team could be looking right now. Who else can we bring? Let's try like this, but I think we need a little bit more support. Here I'd say we can just leave him as is. Ah, fuck. If you can reliably farm Spider 16, that might be better for bigger, better gear for you, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
Should all the those top characters on my list, is it okay? Like, should they all be fully booked, fully potioned, fully masteries, or are there any of those that I shouldn't go all the way? Like, or should I just try and do those top guys all the way?
It's always great if you can do all of those things for your champions you really want to be using, but some champions are definitely better than others. So it's not a great idea to always waste your legendary skill books, especially. Basically, read through the kit of the different champions, and if it does reduce the cooldown of important skills, yes, it's definitely going to be important to max them out. Again, you could be checking out Hell Hades for this type of information. They actually do give prioritization for your books on different champions, so you can definitely take a look at those. And there's not a one single answer I can give you right now. Like, it really comes down to the champions we're talking about. Right now, from the champions we have, Praeva definitely worth maxing out. Fallen, you already did. Kale, you probably already maxed him out. He's not as top tier as he used to be, as something of a priority. Ruella would be great maxed out. For Xenomorph, let me actually check for Xenomorph how important was it for him to have full books. Masteries definitely wouldn't kill you if you farmed them out. But for the books, yeah, he's 10/10 value on the books as well, so he will be an amazing champion for you for Clan Boss. He would be one of your main damage dealers there, because poisons are gonna just be a big amount of damage for you. The biggest amount of damage for you for quite a while, until you can actually build yourself some really, really good nukers. Sadly, this doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to get there. We don't have any turn meter controls, so I don't think we're gonna be able to take care of this spider before he takes care of us, will we? Well, Praeva is helping. So yeah, it's a case-by-case kind of situation, who really deserves all of your books and whatnot. Be careful where you waste your books, however, because they're not very easy to get. Well, if you have a credit card, they are, but that's not the point now, is it? From the champions you already have, the Predator would be an amazing champion to max out, because he's going to be top tier for you in Arena for quite a while. Like, even for me right now, it would be top tier if I maxed him out. So he's definitely worth it if you want to be doing well in Arena. He's also a decently good damage dealer you could be bringing. HP-based nukers are very, very premium because they're hard to kill and they smack nicely. Especially Predator does. What other champions that you have? Wixwell at some point is definitely going to be top tier for you, but for him to work you are going to need a little bit bigger, better champion roster, but with the way things are going for you, I think you are going to get there pretty soon. The spider, I think, is going to die in 5 business days, but he's going to die nonetheless. So it might be worth actually farming a bit higher stage for spider if you want to have a chance at 6-star gear. The really good stage you would be farming would be stage 20 because that gives a minimum 5-star item, whereas this one does give 4, which is not top tier, but still much better than most of the accessories you have. Yeah, you know it, Swindler. You're not the only cracking around here. We enjoy a little bit of crack here and there now, don't we?
He's getting there. He's gonna do it.
It's gonna happen, but it is definitely quite slow. Gotta see what the next level is. The next level might also fall under your belt if it's a decent affinity for your Fallen at least. Right now we have a neutral affinity for him. Yeah, he's gonna fall before he gets the heal again, so I think we're done. There you go. Okay, what you got? Horrible ring, but it is what it is. Next one is green, and green is bad affinity for Fallen, so you're gonna have to be much... Your team is gonna have to be much better than this for him to go through this, because your main damage dealer is not gonna be damage dealing much. You could try farming stage 15 just for the sake of getting 5 and 6-star potential items. But stage 10 at least allows you to farm food as well, so both have some merit to it. Alrighty then, well, that's gonna be it for now. Definitely keep farming. There's plenty of work to be done on the account, but you're definitely on the right track. Definitely ignore attack on your Great Hull. You probably already know that attack is the worst thing you could be maxing out on Great Hull because it has such a niche use case scenario. It only works on your attack base.
I did it for a quest.
Yes,
like
there is a quest in the beginning.
Yeah.
We all have to get through that one way or another, and that's the only way you get through it. But yeah,
my Arbiter mission. So I think that's what it is.
Yeah, keep on pushing, and if you want, we can do another takeover later when you get a little bit more resources. We could have done much more work on the account if you had like 10-20 mil silver on the account laying around. With a couple of mil, there's not much we can max out to really see what some of your champions could be doing. Alrighty then, have a good rest of your day, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much for the help. I really appreciate it. This gives me a great place to work on.
Yeah, happy to hear. Your Fallen definitely should be a monster for your account now. Have a good one and see you around.
Yes. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's to you too. Bye. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Like I said, if you want a free account takeover with me, you can also check out my calendar link in the description. And even though this was a paid account takeover we did, I also do this thing for free for my viewers live on stream each Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to support the channel for free, check out my premium download link and start raid the right way with tons of amazing champions in your first 24 hours. And you can also check out the promo section for an extra legendary champion. Thanks for watching. I'm Crystal5, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.